The widow only helped the boy chase away the bully, but the next second, she twisted her ankle on a stone. When she picked it up and looked closely, it turned out to be a heavy piece of gold. The boy was seen as a jinx by his family, while his younger brother was treated as a blessing. That day, the parents planned to take the whole family to the city to do business, but after packing everything, the mother told the boy there was not enough space in the city. They would bring him later when life got better. The boy begged humbly, saying he could even sleep on the floor just to be with them, but all he got was his parents' cold abandonment. Watching the car drive away, he chased after it desperately, but accidentally bumped into a customer coming out of a dance hall. When the man recognized him as the jinx, he cursed him on the spot, and even wanted to hit him. The widow quickly stepped in to protect the boy. She even bit the man's hand. This made the man furious. He swore he would never come again. Seeing this, the boy cried in silence, believing he really was a jinx, bringing trouble wherever he went. But the woman told him, next time someone curses you, just curse back. Then she turned and left. Who knew she would twist her ankle on a stone? And when she looked closely, it was a piece of gold. Her face lit up with joy. She said her luck had finally turned. The next day, the boy's teacher came to ask why his parents never attended parent meetings. The boy quickly explained. His parents loved him, they were just too busy. But the teacher warned, if they missed the next meeting, the boy would be expelled. Meanwhile, the woman was reported by the angry customer. The cruel boss not only fired her, but also withheld her wages, mocking that her husband, who had been at sea for 3 years, must have already run off with someone else. Then he kicked her out. Outside, she held her husband's photo and cried, blaming him for abandoning her. The boy stood nearby watching everything. When she was most heartbroken, he came to her and handed her a stack of money. The woman felt sour, telling him to keep it for his meals, but the boy said he wanted her to be his mother and go to the parent meeting for him, otherwise the school would expel him. At first she didn't care, but the boy explained if he studied hard, maybe his parents wouldn't abandon him again. Seeing him cry so pitifully, the woman was moved. She reluctantly agreed and stuffed his money back into his pocket, telling him to save it well. The next day, the boy took her to school. Her beauty caused a stir right away, but when she sat down in the classroom, she realized the parent next to her was the same customer from before. To get through the meeting peacefully, she quickly admitted the fault was hers that night, but the man grew bolder, touching her under the table. She slapped him angrily. Unexpectedly, he accused her of seducing him. Some parents who disliked her joined in, hurling insults, cornering her against the wall. Just then the broadcast announced terrible news. A tsunami had struck at sea. No fishermen survived. The woman collapsed on the spot. Thinking of her husband who had been gone for 3 years, she began to doubt the boy really was a jinx. She shouted at him to stay away. The boy cried out loud, begging her not to abandon him. Back home, the woman sobbed before her husband's memorial photo, blaming him for breaking his promise. Exhausted from crying, she slumped in a chair. When she opened her bag, she found a bottle of medicinal oil and a note, both from the boy's care. At that moment she remembered the scene of the boy chasing his parents, crying not to be left behind. Guilt surged in her heart. She ran out to look for him. Meanwhile, the boy, leaving school, was stopped by 2 thugs trying to drag him away. At the critical moment, the woman threw herself over him to protect